I'm here with Steven Sorokoff at Feinstein's 54 Below to interview some of the acts that are be coming up in July and August, and it's a very exciting roster. One of my favorite performers in life, Liz Callaway, and you are going to be here July 25, 28, and 29, and then you come back in September, all at 7 p.m., so you can come here, have dinner, and enjoy a marvelous show. The beat goes on. You want to tell us about it?
All right. Well, The Beat Goes On is an evening of songs from the 1960s, which was kind of like the soundtrack to my childhood, I think, for a lot of us.
So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again.
Even though I probably listened to these songs more in the 70s than the 60s. And it's going to be an evening of famous pop songs, Broadway, film, a little bit of everything. I love this music, and I've always been kind of obsessed with this era.
So this is Leslie Margarita, and she is an Olivier Award-winning singer, actress, performer. I mean, you're amazing. I saw you first in Matilda. You were so incredible.
Thank you. I love that show so much.
Oh, it holds a spot in my heart. So tell us about your show here at Feinstein's 54 Below.
My show is called Rule Your Kingdom. I call myself Queen Leslie not because I think I'm better than anyone. It's because I rule. No, it's literally about self-empowerment. I rule my life, so I'm the queen of my life, and the show is very much about that, about owning who you are. We're here on August 24th and 25th at 9:30, and the 26th at 11:30, late show.
But that's so great because you've got so many theater fans that are in shows right now, and they can come after their show. It's perfect.
That's the reason why I do the 11:30 show, and it's a little saucier than say the 9:30. But I call it's like a mini Bette Midler show. We have backup girls and full band, and it's definitely not an average cabaret show.
Well, you're just not the average cabaret performer. I know
couldn't
that.
do it normal.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures I'm told. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything.
I wrote this show called Aging is Optional because at this point, God, I hope it is. So I really want to be part of the full life movement until I pop off. And I was trying to figure out, how do I do this when one perceives that there's more time behind you than ahead of you? And the way I do it is I make quantum leaps in time back to moments in my childhood that inspire my body, the cells in my body, to remember what it was like to be a kid, whether it's bike riding or climbing the rocks of Central Park or hanging upside down on Dr. Clark's apple trees. So when I did Pippin, and I was 60, it was fantastic because I could hang upside down on Dr. Clark's apple trees, except it was a trapeze in the middle of the Music Box Theater.
When you did Pippin, I was so amazed at how athletic you were, and I mean that part was incredible.
It was a thrill that I didn't know I could do, not because I wasn't athletic as a child, I was, but because I'd never studied trapeze. And the irony is, when I was at the Guthrie Theater in Minneapolis as a McKnight Fellow, carrying spears and understudying the size 7 leading ladies, one of the directors who didn't believe in me said, "You'll never be an actress, you're just a performer. Why don't you just join the circus?" Well, it took me 40 years on Broadway to be invited to join the circus, but I got there and I hung from a trapeze, and the Prime Minister of Israel came to see it, and Barbra Streisand came to see it, and Liza Minnelli came to see it, and Anne Hampton Callaway, all these wonderful artists, big stars, and it was a thrill for me to
forget when Peter Pan came to my house, took my hand. I said I was a boy. I'm glad he didn't. Check.